Est-ce que vous allez bien dans le chat? Oh non, putain. Mais putain, j'ai même pas encore atterri comme tu tires déjà dessus. Attends, j'écoute ton message vocal après. Je vais me dire... En plus j'allais ramasser ta carte donc c'est un peu bête que t'aies quitté, tu vois. Est-ce que tu peux arrêter de crier STP? Non mais STP hein. Putain, Aaron vrai t'es chiant à quitter comme ça, j'aurais pu on aurait pu survivre. Et déjà je serais même pas en plus. Mais quitte en fait Aaron. Ah ouais, vas-y, moi je vais regarder le tournoi tout seul en truc. S'il te plaît, celui qui est sur le live, tu peux mettre un message dans le chat. Ah bah il est putain. Il y a personne. Oh, ça a commencé déjà. Oh là, c'était un beau kill. Hein. Oh là là. Aden, il a l'air bien parti et il reste combien de joueurs? Ça, je le sais. Bien. Combien de mecs? Ah ouais, il en reste quand même pas mal. Hein. Hardy FK. Ah non. Il buguait, je pense.
picks up Flois there. So 1 and 2 are down. That's going to open up the leaderboard. Tons of players will have an opportunity to charge up. Eyes are now on Hen and whether or not he can kind of extend his lead out there, as Ardent also picks up Lecce. Mongrel getting scout there in a brilliant job because he's now cleared out all the players on this tarp. In that next, the half in, half out, the one before moving, is pulling directly over to this cluster of players. So Tayson, Benji, Keelix, Wizen, Mr. X will all be over there, sharing the half in, half out with Ardent. They all have priority on everyone else who's rotating into the zone. So they're going to be fighting among themselves.
Lui, il a l'air quand même fort, hein, Tayson. Ouais, c'est un putain d'aimbot, le mec.
Burning their rotation, burning launch pads and crash pads, trying to get into this zone.
And this is very lucky for Tayson because, again, express the amount of builds in the inventory, he only had 54. That is not where you want to be for this game. So he has to find an elimination.
Le mec a un aimbot là, Tayson.
He does have these crash pads, but when you start to use those crash pads, you start wasting those builds to box up. And he needs to find somebody. A shot before he's not going to be able to beat people out of the air just yet. But we do see Nebby unfortunately falling, but he did get that top 15 placement threshold. This is what a lot of people are playing that game to say, hey, at least I went down inside of that. Tayson, however, is looking to get aggressive, and I believe that's on, I think this is Benji. I'm 97% sure Benji is right nearby, and Benji makes
And I mec, et pourquoi le backstop hein? Mais pourquoi il veut pas trop le... C'est bien de le mettre.
Waiting for Benji, he heard him trying to set up and get some space, knew he was pressured around the side. The horizontal crash pad entrance puts him
Tayson là, il est fort. Je sais pas si on regarde même pas.
Player on the leaderboard before the last game, going on the high ground right now, has priority position with Enos and Mongrel just below him. Also Floki on the same ground, but we're gonna hop on over to become Legends player. He's been playing so well recently, cleaning up the Cash Cup on his birthday. Had a phenomenal performance yesterday to also take a spot here, and he has priority on this next zone. What that means is
il y a des mecs qui regardent pas le tournoi, donc du coup ils doivent.
They have to go past 10. You do not get to pass 10, and you notice he's built so much space around him, so he can't be shot at in return. All of these shots are completely safe, so anything he's able to convert on will turn into points for him here, as another placement point does take over. Now he's not shooting through that wall. That is just one of the graphical issues with the replay. He's picking up tags, and now you can see setting up a crash pad, going to use it to go on the rotation.
Elle est le bug dans la vidéo du tournoi. Enfin plutôt le truc du tournoi parce que je sais pas comment on pourrait qu'on a appelé ça. Putain, ils ont pas fini. Là c'est des tomates qui lancent.
Alive and take down one player who landed right on top of him. That was a very, very heads-up elimination on to Pablo, but he's not that healthy. He has those needs in his inventory, about 126 effective HP. He needs to find another one.
He needs to find the outside. He can't be in this cluster. It's really weird to take the grapple gun and then immediately go into the middle because you don't really have the ability to utilize it. And that's what we're looking for, getting towards the outside of the zone so he has more options there. Anas, teammate up on the high ground there, but this is the solos competition, just playing for the same org. You have Gamers Origin Deceptors there on the middle as we take over. Top 25, another point going to Anas, running through the high ground. Reason still in the match, and you can see Deceptors picks up
Ils sont chiants, un petit peu les mecs.
Another point going through, and right as I say his name, Reason ends up going down. This is looking like a Become Legends top 15 right now, as they have 3 or 4 players still up, but Deceptos trying to find the space, finding a good job, tarping his way through and making sure that he owns all of the builds on this level as we close in on top 15. Bad Sniper missing out on a key placement point, and Deceptos looking to try and find a pick on this Crash Pad player, doing a good job to deny the rotation, finds a tag, but not able to necessarily convert it. So many shots, but no elimination coming through, and he has to find that. That's such a key pickup. Inside the top 15 we go. Can he chase down this player? And he finally gets it. That snipe going down, but Hen is still up, picking up Ryan as we get into our top 10.
Et c'est bientôt la dernière phase de zone, non? Ah ouais, ça avance vite dans le nombre de... Qui va gagner?
Boost as well. Septo's able to hold on to the player on the other side. Shots are coming through. He's getting the tags, and he does. Kenzie Vichy is going to go down. Septo's piecing it out of zone, though. He is sitting and thinking he doesn't have any floppers. He's looking to get in, and he does. But a shot comes through. Loki going to be the one to take him down, and down through for Loki. The player right on top of him. He's got to be careful. Shots go through. Back into zone goes Loki. Ticking down very, very low. Now inside of zone. He's good to go, but this is looking really, really rough. He doesn't have floppers. Mr. X is going to go down. Stacy going to be the one to do it. He's going to try to be pop there. And look at Anos just Tyro whopping all the way up top. He's just walking.
Ah, il y en a un, il attend de la skybase.
Back away, which means you can continue your rotation, and on top of having the old
Spin focus.
has the mythic loadout as well, so this is so big for him as we move into the top 5. 4 players.
Il y a plus de 4 gars.
Complete control over this lobby. You can see Taysom as well in the middle. Scramguard and Snazy are going to round.
En ce moment, il y a tellement de trucs.
Will Anos continue the run of the catty corner loop, proving it out, or can somebody from the low ground shut him down as Tayson picks up Scramguard? So each elimination, each placement here, an additional point as Tayson ends Snazy right there. But the shockwave launcher comes out right away and knocks him over in the zone. And Anos does get tagged, but is able to pop the flop in the zone and then gets the follow-up tag with 6 HP to spare. Become Legends Anos from the high ground. 4 eliminations in the victory royale, taking game number 2.
Ah, il y a plusieurs games.
He did do just that. The victory royale is going to be nice. I think maybe able to move into first place after that game just on the number of points and the eliminations. But we're definitely going to need the analysts to break that one down. So we're going to send it right over to them here in a moment.
Thank you guys so much. Great cast here in game number 2 of Europe. Anas finding the victory royale there. Mad props to him. Now here's the thing though. Tayson, another big name we're used to seeing. We keep talking about the quality of
Ah, c'est des commentateurs.
strong. Ends that game in 5 eliminations. Had he picked up that DR, that 4-point swing would have actually moved him higher up.
Après, je vais essayer d'y participer.
At the standings and look at who is currently holding down that number 1 spot.
Mais bon, je pense pas que j'aurai. Ah, mon Tyson, il est mort, j'avais pas fait ma... pas remarqué.
Somebody definitely to keep an eye on because he plays 4th in the first game. Not necessarily the biggest boost in points this game. Other names too, DeCintos, who's the king of placing 5th place, the French legend who came out with the Invitational starting to rise up. But then Tayson's, see, you mentioned him getting that 2nd place will boost him way up, but he could have done more. Reason still stays around the 9th place mark, but still improves at least in this game.
There. Move on over. Letwick, Scramguard, Bad Sniper, Kinsel, Mongo, Carrot. I mean, look at all these names. Thomas HD, Floki, Friends and Fishy. There's so much heat coming off of the grand finals right now. Every single person could walk away the victor. And especially when we're this tight. And we still have 4 games left to go, boys. And anything still happen. There's all these guys at the top making these power moves right now.
You're saying look at the names. I'm looking at the points. It's like a 2-point difference between everyone. They are neck and neck. Come much with the Slicks is for 2 points and Mardikas. Like, all these guys are playing so well, but they're playing well while others aren't too. And no one can really break away. Benji, who was used to seeing in the top 10, at 24th, from what I'm seeing, he's having good games still. It's not enough, though, for that number 1 spot.
It's kind of another kind of slow start for Benji, which I think some people are maybe starting to get a little used to. He always rises to the top.
No.
That might be a sign that it's back to, the old Benji grand finals. He does get good performances and is in the top 10, top 15. Very solid out of 100 players, but not quite that win that he's looking for.
The other guys, we gotta talk about it more. Powerful plays coming out of these impact players, making what they need to have in half, really manifesting this win right here, right now.
Yeah, grand finals is all about power, and it comes in many different forms. We're starting off with how power struggles on early games to spawn fights. And Noah Riley, Mr. Savage, they had a big battle down. Noah showed that he was more powerful.
And it's all because Benji scares Noah into going somewhere else.
Ah ouais, lui, il fait des massacres. Ah, c'est un replay. En attendant que le replay soit fini, les gars, on va aller chercher un grimpant ou quoi pour se mettre en hauteur et du coup voir un peu mieux. Et d'ici on n'entend pas du tout qu'il y a le j'allais dire le concert. Que quelqu'un qui parle. Ah, il y a des jetpacks. Ouais, moi je pense au confort des abonnés. Hein. Je pense à eux.
the organization he's on and using this entire endgame as a playground. Shooting them afterwards. Look at that two-piece right there. Anas looks so dynamic, and yes, you saw Flores with the hunting rifle. You saw him with the charge shotgun last time, but for me, it was Anas's gameplay, his creativity that really separated him from the pack and showed us his instinct.
And Anas, that's kind of what we were talking about at Caddy Corner last time. We saw Thomas there for a brief moment, but this time it goes down. Kit spawns down at the gas station, and that's where Anas is lurking. He had a good game last time in 10th place, but if you want to become a legend at the end of the day, if you want to solidify yourselves among the great, immortalize yourself, you need to have games like that. And Anas and Hen, both at the top of the leaderboards, org mates, and they're standing strong.
Both of these guys are definitely looking to break away. I mean, Anas is ahead of the game 28 points and Shine. Is that going to hold?
Did it hold in game number one with Flawless? I feel like when Anas gets that top slot, he holds it completely, especially at Caddy Corner. So I feel like, yes, that's my call.
I like it. Quick insights. That being said, guys, let's go into game number 3 here in EU of the FNCF Grand Finals. Casters.
Oh, mais ça, je le savais pas. Ah, je pense à un fond vert. Je pense à un fond vert et du coup, ils m'ont... Je savais pas ça maintenant. Mais je trouve c'est mieux comme ça quand même. Non, les gars. Ah. On va aller un peu sur GTA, les gars. D'abord, on va quitter la game, voir si on n'a pas reçu quelque chose. Tu sais, j'ai quand même participé à un événement. On sera d'une manière, ce serait bien quand même. Ça pique. Ça pique. Oui. Ça pique. Ça pique clairement. Ui ui ui.